So I think I owe you guys a few videos for American Horror Story. However, because I am literally moving, boxes are packed, and I'm currently dealing with a lot trying to get out of Texas. But we're going to talk about American Horror Story, the 3 episodes that I missed doing reviews with you the last time. And this week on Thursday, episode 5, that will be on time. So, let's get to it. So there's a lot that could be said about this season so far. Now, I did the first episode and I was saying, oh, how good it was. And I have a feeling it's gonna go some places and this, that, and the other. I also know that I was corrected by a few of you, a lot of you, all of you, that Matthew, that man that walked in the door, was Michael Langdon from season 1. After this took place, I promise you, I went and watched both season 1, American Horror Story Murder House, and then I also went and watched season 3, Coven. Because I just needed to make sure that I wasn't going to get corrected again, and even if I am, I appreciate y'all keeping me on track. You know I love the show, but sometimes I even miss something. With episode 2, I just want to say a few things about that. First of all, why were there snakes in my closet? You. It's my R. Kelly. It's not the greatest, but okay. Demon Baby's all grown up. Michael Langdon's in the house, and he's kind of crazy hot, kind of crazy scary, crazy cool. He has the same facial expression, and it's rarely adjusted up until Mallory had put a little puss pow on him. He definitely gives you from hell. Now, the show, episode 2 is interesting, but I just want to get to what we all want to talk about. This gimp bondage man tucking the tuck out of Evan Peters while he yelled LGBT activists' names. Larry Kramer, Greg Louganis. I was like, what is happening here? This is a lot. And then his grandmama walking in on him. I don't know why my accent just came out like that. But yes, our good friend, Miss Joan Collins, honey, walked in and she said, baby, I'm trying to get to the promised land. I'm going to use this to my advantage. And it backfired on her and she ended up getting killed, which I was like, this sucks, because that seemed like a waste of a good character. Honestly, I could have done more Joan. I could have had a lot more Joan. All Joan all the time. Ryan Murphy, do you hear me? Joan Collins equals gold, riches, diamonds, pearls. I need some of that in my life. But yeah, it was this crazy little scene that took place. Basically, he thought he was killing the other guy. It was really her. Ugh, it just was a lot. I have to say that Joan Collins gave probably one of the best monologues, moments in all of American Horror Story history. And I was really feeling it when she was talking to Evan Peters and she was talking about how ungrateful, terrible you are as a person. She was going in, child. I'd have killed it too. But the big surprise at the end of episode 2 was Kathy Bates is apparently an android. Okay, now on to episode 3. And if I forgot anything, by all means, go through the comment section and start a dialogue. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. I can't remember because I was putting these notes together and I watched these episodes back to back. I'm not sure if it started off with Mallory versus Langdon. But God, that was an interesting scene for that ass. When it came down to him interviewing everybody and he was asking them, you know, what they would do or what they are, or who they are, in order to get to this, I guess, promised land out there, or this sanctuary, whatever you want. I don't know why I need my hands for that. They just felt necessary. Tried her, but when he tried her, that power came out and he then showed his true face. I don't appreciate the face that he showed, but we got to see it. Then Mallory said, by the powers of my boats. Ow! Michael said, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now, if Katy Perry's roar had the same effectiveness as what Mallory did, maybe Katy Perry wouldn't have announced that she's not doing music anymore. Anywho, I don't know why I got to that, but I felt it was necessary. Now, I did enjoy the explanation of Miss Mead, Kathy Bates' character, and I'm glad that I actually remembered her character's name. Unlike everybody else, so I just used the actor's name, so whatever. But I like the story that they, for her explanation behind who she was as a person or what memories that she had after the apparent death, I guess, and then her being reborn as an android. And there was a Kill Bill fight scene in a 1980s home, or I don't know if it was the 70s or 80s when that fight scene took place, but she was swinging and fighting for Jesus, baby. Well, not really, because she's a Satanist. But that fight scene was everything. I was like, oh, we could have had a whole moment of that. I would have approved it if they just gave me, we're gonna do Quentin Tarantino for 5 minutes, let's just make it happen. I was surprised. Billy Eisner came back as a character. I thought they just killed him off and called it a day, and he was gonna go do something on Hulu for 10 episodes. But no, instead what we got was Billy Eisner after radiation and just all the horribleness that could be. Still giving you Billy though, but Billy was a badass, okay? Shooting folks for eating people and stuff. I'm sure he had a little bit of toe in the last couple minutes, it looked like it. But they gave him a character. Really a character just to go after Coco and kill Coco. Cause he was pissed! Bitch, you left me here to die. Sure did, love. The last part I want to get into for episode 3, and this was an interesting part, was the whole death by apples. Just like season 1, where that was more so the character was drowned. Zachary Quinto? I'm going to keep that name there because I believe that's who I'm thinking of. I may be incorrect. But he died by the hands of Evan Peters by drowning in the bobbing for apples, and then he snapped his neck. So I thought it was interesting when they had the apples up and they were poisoning them, like, you know, giving me a Snow White tease, and they were bobbing for apples on Halloween. I said, interesting. I felt the connection there. And it also gave me very Adam and Eve tease too. Everybody had a very long amount of screaming and squirming and blah, 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 and foam and vomit and gross. And I was like, oh, they killed everybody off, and that kind of sucked. I thought Mallory's character, based on how she handled Langdon, wouldn't have died. But then again, we didn't know what she was gonna be up until baby. And I know these characters' names because I love Coven. Myrtle, Cordelia, and Madison walk up. Huh? And baby, when I tell you it was the breath of life, they brought Coco back from the dead, they brought Mallory back from the dead, and they brought back Adina Porter's character, which again, I'm really can't get these names down. Y'all are not gonna get on me for that, I promise you. So, we ended episode 3 with, you're surprised to see me, bitch? I said, now wait, can I know how they know each other? Now to episode 4. The one I really want to talk about. Okay, first of all, one of you in the comment section, I believe this was a conversation y'all had. I was reading some of this back on episode 1 when I posted this. You called this with this warlocks and witches stuff. I felt that this is where it was kind of going, but I also had my suspicions and other things too, that it was just going to be kept to a demonic level, but it's no, we're bringing back Covenant for a good reason, Michael Langdon is the connection to Murder House, and now we have the bitches of Eastwick are back. Oh! But the gag, honey, the gag, because I could go through it. Billy Porter is in this episode. Do you hear me, baby Jesus? Billy Porter. They brought Pray Tell to the apocalypse. Da 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 da. I just want to start voguing. And Billy Porter is everything. And again, giving you all kinds of life. And I was appreciative to know that he was in a high position of a council of the warlocks. I was there for that. Interesting that their version of the Supreme is the Alpha. Okay? Now, I'm going to give you an episode of season 1, and this is because I just watched all this, so I was kind of paying attention a little too hard, but maybe I was on to something. But when they were having a conversation in the insane asylum, I guess, not the insane asylum, but I guess wherever she was at when they were holding her there for having hallucinations because her husband didn't believe her. The most annoying plot point of that entire season. But the doctor was describing to her, because she had twins, that one of them is basically ready to come out and the other one isn't, and the other one has been feeding off of the other, et cetera, whatever, right? He describes that baby, who is Michael Langdon. They referred to the baby as the Alpha. Now, as soon as that bitch said, we're looking for the Alpha, our version Supreme, whatever, my mind went like, click, 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 click. I said, wait. Does that have to do with this? Wait. Does that have to do? We're already preparing for this? Oh, maybe I'm thinking too hard. Maybe I'm going a little, oh, come on, Matt. That was a little bit of a stretch. I thought about it. I don't know if you noticed that. Go back and look at that episode. I think it's episode 11 of season 1. Check that out. And it's like toward later on when she's finally convinced everyone that she's not crazy and she's trying to get out and the doctor's just telling her and her cheating husband. So yes, that part. Now we also find out that the outpost where the women are at currently right now is the actual school of Hogwarts where the warlocks were. And I was like, get out of here. So wait a minute. So this is the same place, like this is all connecting together. Like they just so happen to be at this outpost. What did this used to be? Boom. Michael's like, bitch, I've already been here. So when the conversation about Queenie got brought up and then Queenie was then put on the show and she's still at the Hotel Cortez, I was like, holy crap. They're bringing Queenie back. And I was so happy. But Cordelia couldn't take her out of the hotel. And I was like, no, what is going on? Oh my God. It could be that there's a new Supreme rising. Or the Alpha. But she couldn't get Queenie out. And I thought to myself, if they let Gabourey Sidibe sit in this hotel. So, oh, we're not bringing Queenie back? Out of line. Out of line. You got my girl Gabourey Sidibe up here for no damn reason. I'm pissed. Ooh. Michael saved Queenie. Okay. And then we also see Michael save Madison because remember, Madison was choked out and killed in coven. Okay. And then was buried by what's his face. I can't think these names together. Too many damn characters on these shows. But Michael brought her back to life. Her and Queenie. And basically got Cordelia together. And that's how the episode ends, children. Now, I did forget to go over the powers that Michael presented and showed to the people and how they were like, he's got to be a warlock, not realizing that he's totally a demon. And just how Cordelia and Myrtle were handling them at that damn table, baby. Myrtle is good for the ruse, but Cordelia was coming with it too. Y'all, just so much to say. It's truly amazing. The season is awesome. It's a great season. This is really taking me to my fantasy level that I missed with Freak Show. Last one, Cult. Oh, gross. Freak Show was worse, but Cult was just, whew, it took a long time to get very interesting, okay? And I guess those are my only two that I really didn't care for because there were moments of Hotel that were kind of garbage, but there were, the good stuff outweighed the bad. But yeah, I'm excited for the rest of the season. Episode 5, I will have a review up Thursday, so be on the lookout for that. One thing I wanted to say too is a theory that someone had presented that Mallory was possibly the second baby or whatever that was with Michael, and I was like, I need to do some research on this. And she can't be the second baby because the second baby died in the house after birth. When the baby was born, I guess, Lord, I can't think of the girl's name, but she carried off the baby and then she got her back. You know what I'm talking about. They said the child had died. So it was going to be a baby forever. But no, Michael lived, child. So no, Mallory can't be that girl. They believe she's probably a descendant of an old Salem witch from way back in the day. I'm praying that they utilize this as a moment to have Lady Gaga's character from Roanoke as that witch be who she's the descendant. Oh, think about that. Somebody else brought that up in the comment section, I believe so. But I thought to myself, wouldn't that be interesting and a great way to blend almost every season in to Apocalypse? And a good way to do that, too, because it has been 8 seasons of a show. Why not wrap all 7 of them, in this season? And just put a couple people here and there as long as it makes sense. Tell me what you thought about American Horror Story episodes 2, 3, and 4. And remember, Thursday I'll have a video out. I promise. And also be on the lookout for other videos today and tomorrow talking to you about what exactly was going on these past 3 weeks when I didn't post and tell y'all what struggle I was going through as well as some messed up things that happened to me where a friend of mine betrayed me and it turned into a situation now where I don't know where to think anymore. So, okay, kids, I'm gonna talk to you later. See you soon. I'm not done recording today. Bye.